This is the relationship special episode.
Oh, sweat.
Yes.
This is the spicy one.
Depends how
Everyone
spicy.
just say what teachers you guys have got.
This is the one where we get cancelled. I've got Why are we going to dox these people?
Yeah, who
it's fine.
cares?
Mr. Jewstone.
I've got Mr. Bates.
I've got Mr. Ware.
I don't know. I actually don't know.
And no one knows who the hell we're
I only
talking
know
about.
Jewstone. That's it.
Yeah,
Really?
you were,
Yeah, I
you were
didn't
of a
have the-
different
I didn't
era.
have- oh, actually.
Justo he's quite cool. He's like a little like moddy kind of guy.
Yeah. He was,
He
an
is.
he was
Yeah.
an interesting character.
Yeah, that's jokes.
Cool. So we've got some pretty intense relationship questions. All things relationships, cheating, gaslighting, etc.
Perfect.
Yes, my specialty. All of the things I'm amazing at.
I don't want to get cancelled.
The first one
Cancelled.
is your friend cheats on their partner. Are you telling or staying out of it?
More context needed. Am I friends with the other person?
Let's
The
say
partner?
initially, scenario one, you aren't friends with them. You're just like acquaintances. You know them through your partner.
your boy is the.
Your boy is the
It's
connector.
It's absolutely not my place to tell the partner. No.
Agreed.
You wouldn't say anything.
Nah, I wouldn't. But I would chat to my boy.
I would chat to my boy. I'd
Yeah.
say I think you need to tell her, but no, it's not. It's not your duty. You know, that's mental.
Yeah, I mean,
Because essentially, like the way I look at it is, this is a close friend of mine. We had a friendship prior to them being together, and there's a high likelihood that we're gonna have a friendship after they're not together if they don't last. So actually, my goal would be I want to preserve the friendship that I have. There is this kind of like, I know this is corny, but there is that like bro code as well, where it's like, look, I'm not gonna do anything to
I
ruin
think it's
something
corny,
of
but
yours.
bro code it makes sense, right? You'd want someone to do the same for you.
Yeah, of course. But then
but you wouldn't cheat is the point.
the morality of it is I'm going to talk to him and be like, bruv, this is not cool. You shouldn't be doing this. And I think you should either come clean or you shouldn't be with this person if that's how you're behaving. But I'm not going to take the agency away from my friend
Yeah.
and do it on his behalf.
That's weird behaviour.
Yeah. So
That,
you're not going to
that
step
screams like there's an alternative. There's a like a.
ulterior motive.
That's it. Thank
Yeah.
You knew what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
like-
and what you're trying to get is girl. By the way,
Yeah.
by the way, you know your man's doing a
know-
madness and I'm
Yeah,
actually a really
would,
lovely
I would
guy.
never do that to you.
Yeah, why don't you come over? We can talk about it.
God.
I
Men
just
are
thought
such
you needed to know
dogs.
because like that's my duty as a man.
Men
to
are
do.
Yeah,
such
I would
dogs,
never
you know?
treat you like that. I would treat you like a queen.
Yeah.
Do you think it changes based on how well, if you know
Those guys,
the
by the way, sorry to interject, they're called fans. They're
Fans.
your girlfriend's fans.
Yeah, white knights.
Yeah,
them, man.
yeah. They're the fans. they think that they're best friends.
Yeah. They're just not. They're just They're just into you.
Yeah.
Do you think it changes if you have a close relationship with both parties? So so it's like a friendship group where it's girls and guys, and you're close.
It would
you're
change it if I
equally
was
close.
closer with the girl to the guy. Then
Let's
I'd
say you're
tell her.
equally close.
Uh,
Like you would put them
no,
on the same
then
level.
then the onus is on him again.
Yeah.
It's not my place.
Yeah.
It's my place if he said, actually, do you know what? If he said, if they were equally close, and he said, I've cheated on her, I'm not going to tell her, then I might step in.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, well, this is horrible. This is like weird for everyone. This is actually going to impinge us all down the line. We're all going to be brought into your bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. And especially now you're like accessory to the cheating.
Yeah.
Like it will come out like, I don't know, 6 months down the line in like a heated argument between them. And then it'll be like, yeah, but Dom knew, and
Yeah.
Dom didn't say anything, so it must be fine. And then you're
John
just
said
there
to
like,
not tell anyone.
yeah, you're just like, well, I told you to mention it.
Yeah.
I think where I stand on it is, I'm pretty closely aligned with what you said. Like, if I know them and they're my good friend, I'm gonna tell them like, bro, like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, why are you doing this? And try to have the conversation. But I wouldn't be the one to break the news and like, essentially force his hand. And again, this is probably like a more niche example, but you don't know what people have got going on in their actual relationships. Like, you don't know what the dynamic is. These days, people are way more open about all of that stuff. It could be that this is just part of their relationship and you've seen something and gone like, oh, I saw him with another girl, but maybe they've opened up the relationship. You don't know, and now you're like,
Yeah.
you go behind
that's
your
like
boy's
a
back.
very specific like instance, though, isn't
Yeah.
it? If you're saying he has cheated, what
Yeah,
do you
okay.
do?
Yeah. Objectively.
If you see him cheating on a night out. Now, okay, so now it's not. It goes from you know he's cheated, to you actually catch him in the act of cheating, like on a night out in a club.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Are you like pulling him aside? Are you just kind of like turning a blind eye and being like, okay, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see this and like carry on with my life?
Look, honestly, I think it depends on the severity or the level of the relationship he has with his partner. If it's like early days and whatever, and I don't know that they're exclusive, or I don't know what's happening, and I'm like, maybe this is fine, I'd probably just chat to him after the fact and be like, bruv, like, is this cool? Aren't you with X, Y, and Z? Should you be doing this? But if it's his wife, and I know he's moving mad and this is absolutely insane, immediately I'm going to be like, bruv, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I'd probably step in at that point, because
and actually get involved
I'd be like, brother,
with him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
what's going on? Like, surely you know you're jeopardizing your relationship here. And again, I wouldn't snake him, but I would definitely be like, bro, this is not right.
How
Yeah.
how would you feel if the partner was a family member? So it's like a friend of yours is dating, like, I don't know, your cousin, and you catch him. Would you then, because it's family?
Are we going to run through all the iterations of what this could possibly be?
It's a first cousin.
So he's like, he was your best friend in primary school. You haven't really seen him in 10 years, though.
Yeah, you haven't
But
connected recently.
and he's 5'2". Like,
Yeah.
that's important.
Flathead.
Flathead, really long arms.
No, if it's the thing is now when
If it's family,
let me be so real, yeah. I don't think you should let friends date family unless it's like fully serious and it's like that, because I am concerned about how the impact that can have on the friendship and the relationship you have with your own family member, because it's kind of like a no-go zone if you end up breaking up. Like, if this person ends up breaking up with your cousin or your sister or whatever it is, it becomes bare weird now, because
Yeah, we've got. I'm not even going to dox her, but we've got a phantom Reglia who has been in a similar situation where her ex-boyfriend has started dating her older sister.
oh yeah,
really?
yeah.
off mic, I don't know.
We'll talk about it after, but
What?
yeah, that's so peak.
Her ex is dating her sister.
Yeah.
Oof. That is.
Yeah, you know.
Do you think it's worse? Like, obviously, as boys, do you think it would be worse if your ex started dating, like Laith, for example, if your ex started dating me or started dating our dad? What would rock you the most?
In both cases, I'm doing something drastic. Nobody's making it out of either scenario.
Really?
We're all going down. Regardless
Double
of-
homicide, suicide.
Yeah, they're like,
You're all coming down with me.
we're all going to. That would be absolutely mental. I think, just logistically, I would be so confused how it would be possible that my dad has done this. I'd be just like, I don't understand, like, from a purely, like, practical perspective, how you've done this.
Yeah.
Like, how is this working? I would be more upset emotionally if it was you.
Yeah, facts. Like,
Because
you're
you-
seeing her coming in and out of the house.
Because you know. I'd
That's
be like,
mental.
I'd be like, bro, what the...
Did you guys watch Fresh Meat ever?
No.
Fresh Meat, you know what? You should watch it. It's really good. But there's a bit in that where, so she's dating her professor for a long time, and he's obviously a lot older. And then she starts dating this guy, this really young guy. She breaks up with him because it's like disgusting and icky. And she starts dating this guy who she really likes, and she's like ticks every box. Like, they both do English, whatever. And then they're together, and he gets a call, and it's from his dad, and the professor's face comes up on the phone, and she's like, "Oh my god!" Like, she's been
yeah.
in a fucking relationship with his dad already.
So peak.
I don't think there are many things which you can less come back from than that.
Yeah, that's like, the relationship is done.
Yeah.
It's not going to last.
No.
But she clearly has a type. I
Yeah,
guess,
well,
you know, I
they're
guess
just like English guys.
yeah, it's like, I guess if you do stick it out with her, you know that she's gonna still be into you years down the line as you age. Like, you know where this is going. You know what I'm gonna look like. and
That
you're
is
still
a
into
very small silver lining.
it. Yeah. That's the world. It's silver
Well, if
lining.
you think about it,
on the
when
worst
you're
thing possible.
making the pros and cons column.
When I'm 50, she's still gonna be into me, probably. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
jokes.
that's definitely a no-go.
I would way prefer, if I had to choose, I would prefer it to be my dad rather than you.
Yeah.
Because I think I'll be like, okay, I'm so disgusted by this girl that she's got, and she's now like with my dad. But if it was
It'd
with
be
you,
easier for you to just like
Yeah.
decouple from it.
Yeah.
100%, and I'd be like, fair play, bruv. You're like probably with like
Also,
a very
wait-
hot girl now, like do your thing. But if it was you, I'd be like, I'd be offended. I'd be upset. I'd be hurt.
Because we're in a very similar life position, like on the day-to-day, everything is like, it's pretty much the same. So we're more similar than we are to our dad. So at least if it was my dad, I'd be like, okay, well, there's something different here. Like, he's much older. I can't really compete, I guess. It's really fucked up to think about. But like,
we can move on.
yeah. Thank you.
But if she goes from me to Lath, I'm like, rah, so you've just gone for the slightly prettier, leaner version of me. Like you've like upgraded.
Younger
What the
model.
fuck? Yeah, exactly. You swapped me out for
Yeah,
the new model.
The new release.
The fucking 17 Pro.
The Wargles version.
So, you find out your partner went through your phone. Red flag or understandable?
It's a red flag,
And firstly,
of
has
course.
this ever happened to you?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Gone through the phone? Damn.
Well, it used to be like I remember once I was like super drunk and I came back and I remembered in the morning that they were just on my phone the whole night. And I was like, thought about it in the morning and be like, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. That is
But
messed
it's
up.
not play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Like if you want to go through someone's phone, you will find something. It might not mean what it actually means, and you are going to absolutely ruin yourself. If you go through someone's phone, you're setting yourself up for a fail.
The only thing that can happen, I think there's two ways of looking at it. I think that your partner should have full access to your phone. Like I wouldn't. So in this scenario, I wouldn't see it as like they're going through my phone.
Well, this
It's
is like
like
it depends.
My ex had the password to my phone, and like
Yeah,
there'd
to-
be times
to
where
use
we'd
it
be
for
out and
specific things.
Not even. It would just be like there's times when we're out, and it's like, oh, can you just? It's like in my bag. It's like, oh, like I got a text. Can you just like check that? Like it was a notification. Can you just have a look at that?
Exactly,
Because-
but not
because
that
it's
she's
open.
searching in your phone to find something to like catch you.
Yeah.
Whose idea was that?
It's a different
It
thing.
was just like, oh, like oh, my phone's ringing or like something notification. Hit, that's my password.
Yeah,
And so now she's got
The thing
it.
is, some people use that trust to then fuck you up. They'll be like, well, we don't have any secrets from each other. And then
Yeah.
they use that to then
Yeah.
look and...
I think to your point, like play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You're gonna find stuff, and it's not gonna mean what you think it means. And it's
Exactly.
like you can go through anyone's phone and find a message or some kind of
seems
conversation,
incriminating.
which is like out of context, and then now you're gonna do
and
this
also
mental
irrelevant.
Yeah.
Like it was but way before you were even together. or
Yeah,
something.
exactly. It's just gonna start planting like seeds of doubt in your mind, and then because it's like the whole idea of like if you look around and you try to notice all the red things, you're gonna notice it. You're gonna only notice red. If you're gonna go through somebody's phone and try to find something that can lead to some indication that they're doing something dodgy, you're going to find it.
Yeah,
even
we
when it's not
also
necessarily there.
create our own realities. So the moment that you create instances where you're having these mental gymnastics and creating drama, then you're giving it stimulus to then give it context and then feed together this crazy narrative.
Yeah.
So you might see a message that is out of context. Suddenly, it gives your irrational thoughts some context,
Yeah, exactly.
and you then are just like on this mad train going the wrong way when reality is actually all the way. So just
100%.
always with these things, generally, just simplify. Always simplify. Always look for how can I simplify my life a little
Yeah.
bit more. Like let's not go through each other's phone.
Yeah, let's just like. I think if you're at the point where you need or you feel the urge to go through someone's phone,
Yeah, then the trust
something
is broken.
way
There's something
deeper
wrong.
than
Yeah.
that. You've been given like either like reasons to mistrust, and then you feel like you have to, and it's like, because you always hear the argument of like, yeah, I went through their phone and it was bad, and I shouldn't have done that, but I did find something. My gut was correct. There was something that I should feel wary of, and I think I can definitely see that point. Like if you are pushed to the point where you feel like you have to, it's more often than not, I think there's something there, but then sometimes it can just be like insecurity that just no matter what you do, no matter how you behave, they're going to still have that, and it's probably from like previous traumas where they just have the difficulty trusting.
Could be anything.
If the question is going through your partner's, if they go through your phone, is that a red flag? The short answer is yes, because that means either
Something's
they're insecure or
fundamentally
they
wrong.
don't trust you.
Yeah.
But
Or
If-
there's just generally something wrong with the relationship.
But that's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
exactly.
So if there's a reason for it, now it no longer really becomes a red flag. It's more a
the
comment.
relationship's a red flag.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And what's
very well
that
said.
what's that term where you look for something because you want to prove your point? Not cherry picking. It's like some sort of bias, selection bias. I don't know.
Yeah,
There is a
Oh,
term for it.
yeah.
But it's like
selective hearing.
yeah, it's like that where it's like okay, I feel as though I need to find something to affirm my position.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go through this person's phone. I'm gonna find something. It's
Yeah.
gonna affirm my position, and then
then-
I'm gonna use that to be like, I'm done.
Exactly. And then to your point, what you said before, Laith, is that at that point then, when you find something in their phone, is it actually, are you just lying to yourself and saying, yes, and I'm so glad I did it? Is it just so you affirm this decision you've made, even though you secretly regret it? Is it just a defense mechanism?
Yeah, yeah. It's like when you pull the trigger to do that and go through their phone, if you come away from it without any like evidence, now it's like double whammy. Like you've done the bad thing and it didn't work out in your
Yeah.
favor because I guess it's like that is the silver lining of it. It's like you went through their phone and you found nothing, and so that's like a positive, but now you've put the act of going through their phone has added this extra layer of like mistrust in the relationship, which is now the problem itself as opposed to the insecurity or lack of trust before.
This is not what love ever intended to happen.
Absolutely.
It's never like, it's mental, and this is why I talk about simplifying the life. I'm not here for any of this shit.
Yeah.
The moment that a relationship gets like that for me, whether I love that person or not, I'm gonna be out because
Yeah.
I'm too old for this bullshit anymore.
Yeah, like
I'm
protect your
done
peace.
with it.
Pause.
Like,
Like,
well, literally.
actually, yeah.
Very good.
Wrap him up. Anyway, next question, Lathio.
Would you? It's kind of related to the first one. Yeah, bro. All these insects. on
The hell
me.
of bugs out here, bruv. I'm bugging.
Would you forgive cheating if it was a one-time mistake?
No.
According to them.
No.
So this is kind of related to the first question. on
So
cheating,
my,
like-
my thing is, and it kind of ties into the point we had earlier where we were talking about how, you go through your partner's phone. Problem is, once you open that door, the door is now open.
Yeah, yeah.
You cannot close that door. So you go through your partner's
Changes
phone
it
once.
forever.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, I've done it once. It's okay. I'll do it again. I'm not saying that you can never come back from cheating ever in life, but I think with a particular person, if you've now opened that door and you've cheated, it's like you say, Mayfly, it's changed.
Yeah, there's
And
no
it's
coming
not
back
it's not
from it.
worth it. I don't think it's
the-
worth it.
The dynamic changes. Like, if someone cheats on someone, no matter if they both really want to be together still, if they do end up together, it fucks it up because forever this one person has this unfair like thing hanging over them.
Yeah.
And even though they've forgiven them, in the height of arguments, it will still be like, yeah, but you fucking cheated and I took you back. So I'm always gonna be 1-0 up.
Yeah.
So it just fucks the dynamic.
that verbiage as well. Like, and I took you back,
Yeah.
and I, from the position of
Yeah,
power,
yeah.
have allowed you back into my life.
Exactly.
Which is fair. In that scenario, that is the.
But you can't then throw it in their
then-
face forever.
Down
Exactly.
the line, it becomes a thing. But then, okay, so a podcast or like a show I watch on YouTube is the John Deloney Show, and it's this guy who, Dave Ramsey. He's like.
Yeah, the finance guy. The debt guy.
Yeah, he always talks about like the baby steps of debt and all of this stuff, and then he is like it was like an offshoot of that, and he does like relationship advice, and it's all like some of the stuff is like really fucked up, but the way he talks about it, he's been married for like 20-30 years now or something, and it's like people call into the show and they're like, oh, my partner of 10 years cheated on me 2 years ago and I'm still struggling with whatever, and the way he phrases it is like, your marriage is over. If you want to, you can start a new marriage, but the rules of the game have completely changed.
Yeah.
Your relationship as you once knew it is completely done. You have to like grieve that relationship, and if you are both really willing, you both have to go into this with like a completely new, like clean slate. But that's what he says, is like, you have to genuinely be like, right, we're gonna put this to bed. This is like in the past, and now we're gonna build something new. And you can't now throw it in the space.
I've been
You
in
can't now-
situations where we've done that. It's not because of cheating, but similar things.
Yeah.
And we've done that, and it just doesn't work like that.
Easier
Because
said
at the
than
end,
done,
At the
innit?
end of the day, emotion takes over.
I think some people are just wired differently though. Like some people could just be like,
Yeah,
you know
I'm
what?
only talking from past
Yeah,
experience.
yeah. Some people could just be, you know what, I forgive you. Like personally, at this stage of my life, no, like there's no way. Maybe, I can't really speak with certainty here, but if I'm, in my mid 40s and we've got kids, and then there's problems in the marriage, whatever, and then she steps out and does something crazy, I can't say for certain how I'll react because there's a lot more on the line, more than just my feelings.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like the whole dynamic of the family will change.
Yeah.
Everything to do with how we raise the kids will change. Like all of that becomes additional factors that
Yeah.
you maybe won't consider.
Yeah.
A lot of these conversations on this show are in that vein. Like we've got 3 kids together. We've been married 20 years, and he cheated on me 10 years into the relationship. And it's like, okay, you've really got to ask yourself a question. Like, do I want to sit and like start again with this person, or do I just cut ties and completely separate?
Yeah, it's a bit different when you got kids, isn't it?
That's the thing, and also, without complicating it from the financial element, sometimes it's like, it's there's this rap line where they say it's cheaper to keep her, where it's like, okay, cool, she's done some bad shit, but actually the fallout of splitting up or a divorce at that point is probably going to be worse than trying to work through it in your marriage. So there is like there's a lot of context where it's not just, oh, she cheated, black and white, I'm done, or he cheated, black and white, I'm done. What's actually going to be the best outcome long term when you consider the consequence of going through a divorce, splitting up the assets, splitting the kids, or like we're saying. I find that line so funny.
It's good.
But when there's additional things that it involves beyond just you two, it just the more variables, the complexity compounds over time.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
just
of
becomes
course.
a thing where like, if you've been together for 6 months and they cheat, it's like, okay, well, I'd probably just walk out immediately.
Yeah,
10
yeah.
years, it's going to be a lot more difficult to turn around and be like, you know what, I'm just gonna like end it. Some people are just like that though. Like, no matter what, they have a very principled line. If my partner cheats on me, regardless, it doesn't matter what the situation is, I'm walking out.
Yeah, well, I think more people have that than not.
Yeah. Also, I think nowadays, especially with the access to potential future partners, like the ease with which you could find somebody else, like on Instagram, on dating apps, that probably does. People have a much more like black and white rule on it.
Yeah.
Whereas, I don't know, 50 years ago when it was a lot more difficult to find a partner potentially, and when you do find someone, it's like, okay, well.
Also, 50 years ago, you wouldn't have got caught.
Yeah, exactly.
Relationships are much more disposable nowadays.
Yeah.
So I think it's just like people get into them a lot easier, people get out of them a lot easier.
You
They're
take them a lot less seriously while they're in them.
absolutely.
That is something which we should talk about at some point as well, is how little importance people put on that, sex and relationships, and how like it really does fuck up something in your psyche when you split your like there's a chemical which gets released, for example, when you have sex, and the more and more you do that with people who you don't actually feel safe with or have a connection with, that does something to your psyche.
Yeah.
It drastically affects your ability to connect with a future partner on like a deep level.
Yeah.
Everything becomes very, very surface level.
Exactly.
Transactional. And then transitioning from that into an actual relationship with someone, it becomes like a massive uphill battle, and you're constantly going to be second guessing, like, do I actually really care about this person, or do I just like the routine and the safety of what this provides for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you see like Lily Phillips, yeah, she looks dead behind the eyes, and like
That's
Bonnie
what they
Blue.
always say about Bonnie Blue, yeah. You
Like
know, Bonnie
soulless.
Blue's only 26. She looks like 40.
Yeah, mental.
interestingly though. Both of those, they're both from the same part of the UK, like the same city, like the same.
Something in the water.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Cool. Next question. Your boy's girl doesn't like you. Do you distance yourself or stand?
I've
your
had that
ground?
loads of times.
What?
Really?
Yeah, I find it funny.
From distance yourself from who? Them. She doesn't like me. Like, fine, whatever. She's with him, not with me. But it's only a problem if it's like. Yeah, exactly. it's only very good. It's only a problem if it's like, oh, you can't hang out with Mayfly because, you know, I don't like the way he wears his hat or whatever,
Yeah,
some
yeah,
bullshit thing. I'm like, no, look,
It's cute.
you don't let it dictate your relationship with your friend. Like, I think the worst kind of relationships are where someone gets with let's say one of our boys, he gets with a girl and you start seeing him change. He's no longer coming out. He's no longer hanging out. His old life, of course, there's going to be
I've
some
been there.
change in life, but it's like, brother, you're supposed to still be your own person. This relationship is not defining you. You still have to have some of your own characteristics. And if it's your close friends, if they're genuinely bad for you, fine. And maybe your partner's seeing that, oh, you know, this guy, he's unproductive. He's just, you know, a bit of a waste. When you hang out with him, you always get bare mashed up. You come home late. You're like missing work. If there's a genuine issue and she's seeing that in him, and for your own benefit is like, look, maybe you need to consider how important this person is in your life. Like, cool, I can understand that. But if it's just like, oh, I don't like him because some bullshit reason, I don't want you to hang out with your friends. Fuck that.
Yeah, I'm totally with you. I think first of all, I've had that in the past, and you only realise it much later that you were in this bubble to a degree. But the other thing I was going to say is when I've had it before, where a girlfriend doesn't like me or I don't like them, it's not really like I don't like each other, but it becomes more just like funny. It just becomes this like sort of frenemies vibe, which I quite like.
Yeah.
It's quite jokes. It's like
Jokes for you, but maybe for him, he's like, oh my god, this is so peak. Like, the two people I care about the most in life don't like each other at all. And they're pretending, and I can see that they're pretending. And like, when we split up and we go our separate ways, I have to deal with the fallout of like, did you see what he said to me? Did you see the way he said that to me? Like,
yeah.
And now you're like in between this like,
Yeah, it's long.
really, like, tough situation. But I think to your point, like, because it's affected both me and then I've seen it in my boys as well. Like, I'm not gonna name any names obviously, but like one of my boys was in a relationship for quite a long time, and like I'd only known him in the relationship. And
Yeah.
his partner hated us, like all of the friendship group, and I was like, that's a massive red flag. Like, we can't all be waste men. Like, some of us have redeeming
It
qualities.
gets to the point where it's like maybe you're the problem.
Yeah.
And then
exactly.
they ended up splitting up like recently, and like the change I've seen in him from leaving that relationship.
Charles'
is-
name beginning with H. Okay.
he's like completely 180'd. Oh, actually, not that, but like still.
Yeah, similar
story. Yeah.
A lot of people say the same about me at the moment.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
it's a complete 180 in your life, and then it's like when you're in it, you're in a bubble completely. You don't see it. You don't know, and it's because you're spending so much time with them that it just becomes like the norm.
Yeah. That's why, by the way, like having good people around you that aren't yes men, that will actually call you out on your shit and who will say, I don't think this is good for you.
Help you like to
Because
grow,
if
yeah.
you're too close to it, you do end up just being blinded by the endorphins, blinded by the highs and lows. And sometimes, by the way, that's why the whole toxic relationship, oh yeah, I need that. It's because it's like if it's pissing it down with rain and then the sun comes out a little bit, you're like, yeah. It's fucking sunny, like this is amazing, and it's okay, I'll deal with the rain because when it's sunny it's so nice. It's that like swinging between the bad and the good. Well, it's a rush, and I think it can become quite addictive, and it's hard to see that when you're like right in the thick of it. Just on the whole, oh, she doesn't like one of your mates. I went on a stag recently, and the bride to be told the groom, like, look, have fun with your friends, this and that, enjoy, but just be mindful of this one particular guy. Like, just like if don't be alone with that guy too much if you can. Like, maybe, don't be in the same room with him. Just be careful on a night out. Like, try not to let him whisper in your ear too much. And she was fucking dead right, bruv.
Really?
She was spot on about that shit. So look, I think
You told us about him, innit?
yeah, I think female intuition is a thing, and if your partner, this is a lot of what this boils down to. These conversations is how deep is this connection that you have with this person? Do you truly love them? Do they truly love you? Do they have your best interests at heart? Because if they
Is the
do,
relationship serving you in general?
Does it improve you as a person?
That's what I
Are you
mean.
growing? Like, yeah.
so if you have this person who like really wants the best for you and values you and wants to like raise you up, and she or he is telling you like, by the way, I think you should consider this point in your life and maybe change it, that might actually be the best thing you can do,
Yeah.
because this person really cares. If they don't fucking care, or it's one of these toxic vibes and they just love telling you what to do, then yeah, that's a fucking problem.
But yeah, I think it does all boil down to like in essentially like all of these scenarios. Firstly, most of them wouldn't happen if you're with the right person. and you
Facts.
have like open communication.
Yeah.
And you actually get along. These are all symptoms of
Simp.
something that's just fucked up in the relationship in general.
symptoms.
Like, I don't. But to this point, one of my boys' girls didn't like me when we were at uni, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I was a bit of a prick. Like in hindsight, I'm like, I could see why you wouldn't want me hanging around with your boyfriend. I'm not necessarily going to be the best influence on him on a night out when we're like going on like it's like a Wednesday sports night. We're hitting like guys bar or something, just getting active. It's like, okay, I can fully understand why she wouldn't want me to be around you, but it's like only on reflection. At the time, I was like, bro, she's trying to control you, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like, are you gonna let her tell you what to do? You're a
Hey,
man.
mate, let's
her,
go get a bottle of Ray and Nephew,
Yeah,
bro.
come on, bro.
We'll forget about her, bro.
Yeah,
We'll go move to some yachts, bro.
Yeah,
It'll be
you don't have
calm.
to do anything. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah,
You can't
bro.
have friends. It's like that
Well, you
kind
can't
of
have
shit.
friends. God, she's crazy, bro.
Here's a
You
pouring-
should tell her she's crazy.
Bro, one conversation we had, I remember it so clearly. It was at an afters in our kitchen, and this guy had been in a relationship for 5 years. I don't know, a really, really long time. And we were 19, 20, so he's been in a relationship like a good amount of time. And one of my boys is absolutely mash up, and he just looks over at him and goes, brother, do you not get bored eating the same food every day? And it was like, and he was like, I don't really understand. And he's like, me, some days chicken, some days steak, sometimes pizza. You, every day McDonald's.
Really?
He was just like, every day McDonald's. And he was like,
That is peak. If you're doing that to that,
you just compare my relationship to McDonald's. And he was
yeah.
At least he didn't even say every day like steak. He was like, nah, every day you're getting that fucking 99p
Everyday
McChicken.
gruel.
like, yeah, every day slop. And he was like, yeah,
Everyday
but-
slop sounds quite good.
Yo, it's everyday slop.
And
Don't give me that mundane everyday slop. I'm trying to. I now need something different, bro.
Michelin slop.
And to be fair though, in hindsight, he was spot on, man. He was spot on. That
Yeah.
McDonald's didn't work out.
Yeah, fair. If you're gonna eat one meal for the rest of your life, don't let it be McDonald's.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Not because it was McDonald's.
Let it be lobster pasta.
Yeah, oh, no, it's
Yeah.
but not because it's
A little creamy cheesy.
a little creamy cheesy pasta. Not because it was.
Creamy red.
Should I make pasta today? A little creamy cheesy.
It's a bit of a hot day for pasta, isn't it? It's like a sushi kind of day,
Oh,
or like ice cream.
It's like just
We
ice
get-
cream
we
all
get
day long.
Magnum minis again. They were so nice.
Very good. I'm guessing they're all gone.
Yeah, I had 3.
Nice.
I had 2 yesterday.
Very good. I only had one. Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Just because you weren't present.
No,
Yeah,
I'm just.
you went to bed.
I'm just.
You
I'm
would-
just happy that I'm not the one who's eating all the ice cream like normal.
Oh, right.
It's usually me. It's like, guys, I bought 2 tubs of ice cream and I've eaten 1.5 tubs of them. So,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
whatever.
So
Guys-
once I was like,
Guys,
where?
I bought half a tub of ice cream. It's like, by half.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you can't, like-
Oh no, I didn't buy any ice cream actually.
Yeah. Ignore me. No, like that relationship ended not because it was quote unquote McDonald's every day, but because like I don't know how I do the analogy from here, but he grew an intolerance to McDonald's. Like,
Yeah.
they,
McDonald's was making him
he
sick.
figured
Yeah,
out,
yeah, he
figured
had
out
no
that they're
energy.
usually, like human meat, and
Yeah,
he's like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
well, I'm leaving then. This is messed up.
Yeah, jokes. I'm not eating here ever again.
Yeah, but,
Fair.
But maybe if I'm bare drunk on a night out, I might have McDonald's.
yeah, that's the messed up.
If I'm in Holland, I'm having the share box, the wings and nugget share box with the jalapeno ranch.
Yeah, it was the jalapeno ranch. I think like just it would be.
It's just how crispy the wings and the nuggets are. They're just 100 times better than here.
They just serve it here. The stuff they're doing now with McDonald's is just like.
We've got this new product, which I'm
Yeah,
about to
I'm
try.
about to try the product.
Yeah. It's like that scene in SpongeBob where he
Yeah. the little mouth.
yeah,
like-
just like bites a tiny bit of it, and then McDonald's is just trash. And anytime they have one of these like signature burgers, you're just like, it's just shit. It's
The
just
big arch.
None of it is good. Final question: someone you're seeing still talks to their ex as a friend?
No
They-
fucking
they
way.
do? Who?
No way.
Well, interestingly enough, I actually think it's completely dependent on the person, on the girl. Because I've been in situations where it is totally, absolutely fine, and I know it's totally fine, and I've been in situations where it is not fine,
Cool.
and ones where in the one where it was fine, they were actually closer than the one where it wasn't. It's all about context. It's all about like where they are in their life. Like sometimes they're happily married with kids. Who cares? Like I think it's about the person. I think it's about seeing the person in front of you and trying to work out what they would do essentially.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it comes down to like intention and what you know of your partner.
Yeah.
Like some people, you just know, and they've given you no indication that there's anything, and you know what their relationship was like before, and it's completely a platonic relationship. It ended for whatever reason. It ended on, really good terms. Nobody cheated on anybody, but it was just like the realization that this isn't working between us anymore. And then they were together for a couple years, and it was a few years ago. It's like people change over time. Like, I don't know, if you trust your partner, I think it all comes down to like trust.
I know Zaid's gonna say never, impossible.
Yeah, so my thing is, I just take the position that the ideal, like what would be my ideal scenario? And my ideal scenario is that my partner, thanks so much, bro. My partner
Little bug.
has no contact with any of her exes, because that is just, for me, gonna give me the most peace of mind. I won't even have to think. So if I could create the perfect relationship, that would be the situation.
It's like what we talked about before with simplifying.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, in the absolute ideal, they're not friends, but
I'm not saying I'd rather
Yeah, I want
she
them
was,
to- yeah, I
but I'm
want them to be
saying
friends, yeah.
the situations are situations.
No, I agree. And then when it comes to, like, again, I just feel as though when you've been with somebody and there's been love or there's been physical connection or whatever it is, one of the two people might be totally out of it, but something always tells me that there might be a little something from somebody on one side. Like, why is it that you felt as though you still wanted to have that connection, or maybe possibly keep that door open? So for simplicity and for peace of mind, I would say no. I'm not in contact with, like, I think once I close a relationship, it's done. And that's also for me on a personal level. It's like, this is now compartmentalized in my head and removed.
Well, there you go. And I think then it's kind of like practice what you preach levels, because I'm friends with some of my exes. So, yeah.
exactly. So it makes sense. Like, if
You couldn't. It would be hypocritical for you to say.
But I know how it can work, because there's no level of me that wants to go back to these people, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I also think, Mayfly, obviously
Very
not
fair point.
to like give too much away, but
be careful, man.
there are situations where we've grown up and there's been like social groups, and like people are all friends before and are still friends now, and people end up, things happen, and there's this like, everybody kind of gets with everybody at some stage. So when it's a situation like that, fine, because it's just the vibe of this group is like that.
Yeah.
But I think if you are from, that's why context is key. Context is key.
Absolutely,
And even me, like, I don't have like, I'm not really friends with girls like that. So that's probably why I'm a bit more like, okay, if this is my ex, I'm not gonna be friends with her. Like, I'm done.
Yeah, I guess
It's
also,
it's practice what you preach, isn't it? It's
I
each
think
their own.
A lot of it depends on like how the relationship formed. Like, if the relationship started out as we were friends for 5 years and then we dated for a year and it didn't work, and then now we went back to being friends, I could definitely see that.
Yeah,
as,
but
like,
how can we go back to being friends when we just shared a bed? Do you get me?
that, to be honest, I find it difficult to stay friends with exes. It's because
It does complicate things.
Because-
feelings come back into it.
yeah, at least in my experience, any relationship I've had, we didn't start out as like friends. It was never like we were friends and then we moved into. It was always like there was a romantic something there, and then that developed into a relationship. So then like demoting the relationship back to a lesser emotional investment, it's still romantic.
Yeah.
There's no way to pivot this
Because
relationship.
your baseline with this person
Was
was
always-
romantic.
yeah, exactly.
But if, for example, somebody else, their baseline with this person was friendship, then it became a relationship. You can go back to friendship, I guess, because it was there.
Yeah.
But if it was romantic the whole time and it was physical and all of these things, how can you reduce it more than that? Like
You're trying to build a different type of relationship then
with
You're not
someone
just becoming
who,
friends with them.
yeah, and like potentially it's been a bit messy, and there's always, I just think, my whole take is very very Mayfly coded, where it's like, let's just keep it simple.
Simple.
Simplicity, yeah, whatever's going to be the easiest thing.
Before-
And I guess, yeah, for your case, it's like if you have friends yourself that you previously dated, if you turned around and was like, I don't want you to be friends with them, if there's like for no reason, it would be like, okay, well, it's kind of hypocritical because you are yourself friends with your exes.
Yeah.
Whereas if I did that because I'm not friends with them, it's like, okay, it makes, so long as your rationale and your logic is all like in line and you're not like different strokes, like what I do is different and what
Yeah.
you do is different.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm a hypocrite. I think you can do kind of what you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
My
To each their own, innit?
yeah, my closing point on this is, and I'm not like a relationship guru or trying to give any advice, but what I would say,
What the hell?
I know.
listening to you all this time.
this whole pod was this, let's
What
just
the
delete this
fuck?
pod, is the establishment of the core values of your relationship is really key, and not only in your relationship but in your life. I think people are quite aimless because they don't know what's actually important to
I don't
them.
know what to stand for.
Yeah, and they don't know what they're aiming for.
Nothing, you'll fall for everything.
Exactly. So you don't
That's
have
good. I
you
like
don't
that.
have a north star in your relationship or your life.
Yeah.
If you have a north star, if you have core values, you stick to them, and whatever your core values are will differ. Yours might be different to mine, to Late's,
Which
to
they
whoever.
are, yeah. You can, yeah.
And it's about finding someone who shares those core values with you. As long as you guys are aligned, whatever. It's not really anyone else's business. We can answer all these questions totally differently. As long as those values are aligned, crack on.
Yeah. And just finally, strength 912.
912.
Yep.
Are you doing strength? I've
Ah,
lost
good.
438.
I win.
Are you taking my card?
Yeah, that's how Top Trumps works.
Ah.
I've got all the mics.